What's up? What's up? With your butt up? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your favorite with your messy self story time. There was this trend that I saw going around on TikTok.
Okay, does anyone else have a friend that just like doesn't like you?
I really wanted to do this trend, but I honestly could not fit this story into a 3-minute video. There was absolutely no way. Of course, I had to bring it to my Glamazons on YouTube. Y'all, this is definitely top 3 of my most embarrassing moments of my life. You know, there's some petty ways and stuff mixed into it, so definitely grab your wine and snacks and everything you need. While you guys are getting your wine, snacks, everything you need, I want to give a special shout out to Kenzzi for partnering with me on this video. Listen, okay, I love being Mexican. I love being a Mexican queen, but girl, let's be real, we are hairy. I've talked about Kenzzi before, but with the holidays coming up and everything, I want to talk about them again. If you don't know what Kenzzi is, let me put you on real quick, and if you do, let me give you some more info. Introducing the Kenzzi IPL system. I'm going to show you guys how this bad boy works. And yes, it works for us hairy girls with the really dark hair. What is IPL? IPL stands for Intense Pulse Light, okay? So this is a great at-home treatment that you can do that's very convenient and effective. Now, this takes light energy, converts it to heat energy in order to treat wider areas of your body. And you can use this anywhere from the nose down, okay? Let's not treat our eyebrows with it, okay? That's not what this is for. But, you know, I was so hairy all the time. It was very embarrassing. My mom did not let me touch razors until I was in high school, okay? I was always very self-conscious about it. It was just always something that I hated. As I got older, I started looking into different hair removals, waxing. I started getting bikini waxes when I was like 20. Driving to my appointments, you know, paying that money each time. They say that it grows back thinner, but it really didn't. Like, I was going in just as much. I tried epilating. Have you ever tried epilating? That is torture from back in the day. I don't care what nobody says. We all know about the razor burns, razor bumps, ingrown hairs. Girl, the Kenzzi IPL system will not only replace that type of hair removal, but it will also help with the after effects and the symptoms of using those said hair removal methods. It also helps lighten the hyperpigmentation in your skin. It can also help prevent ingrown hairs. You will be able to see results from using Kenzzi within 2 to 3 weeks. You will see your hair starting to thin out. It'll start kind of growing in patchier. You're not getting ingrown hairs anymore. There are no razor bumps present. You guys, you only have to do your treatments once a week, so it's not something that you have to do every day or it's going to be inconvenient for you. You have like your 1 day a week, your you times, and you can treat each area up to 3 times during one session. This targets the follicle during each one of your treatments, and every single time you treat it, your follicle gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it's just non-existent. Instead of ripping it out by the root with tweezing or waxing where it's just going to come right back, girl, no. This will get rid of it forever. You will only have to like touch up every now and then for like little sparse hairs here and there, okay? Y'all, this is how my arms are looking now without touching them for over 2 weeks. I purposely do not stay on my treatment schedule in order to show you guys, hey, this is what it's looking like when I don't touch it for a week or 2. Like, this is what it's looking like. I want to see how it's growing out, and I want to actually see if there's a difference. And as you can see, there's a lot of patchiness going on, and there's a lot of areas that there's just simply no hair growing there. You guys, this thing comes with a 9-foot wire in order to get into all those hard to reach places so you won't have any issue. On the back, you'll find your power button. This button right here is going to not only be your power button, but also this will control the intensity of the intense pulse light. Let's talk pain. There are 5 levels of intensity with this IPL system. Of course, when you start using it, you want to start on the lower levels and build your way up. I'm going to be real with you. The first, second, third level, like, didn't even feel it, y'all. Like, it literally felt like a little tap. 4 and 5 is something to definitely get used to. It feels like kind of like a rubber band snapping on your skin, but honestly, nothing unbearable. If you can handle waxing, you can handle this. My favorite feature of this IPL system is glide mode. All you have to do is press and hold the large button on the top. Instead of having to press the button each time you want the intense pulse light to come on, it'll just start coming on automatically as it's touching the skin, and you can just glide it across your legs, arms. This is really great for the larger areas. For smaller areas, underarms or mustache or anything like that, I can do the clickety click, but the glide Glide mode, lifesaver. Your skin tone does matter when it comes to being able to use this system, just simply because the way that the intense pulse light works is identifying the melanin in your skin in order to identify the follicles. So if you are blessed with more melanin, girl, it's gonna be harder for the intense pulse light to detect the follicle within your skin. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna have a graph here of skin tones that are in the clear that the IPL system will work the best for. For myself and my skin tone, I can tell you firsthand, it works really, really well for me. I haven't had any issues with the results. This is an investment, but it pays for itself by the second treatment. Every single time you go get waxing, even when you're buying razors, when you're buying replacements, when you're getting tweezers, epilators, nonstop, this will pay for itself by the second treatment, okay? Also, there's no downtime when it comes to your hair growth. There's usually like some time that you have to let your hair grow out for waxes especially, but even with shaving, because if you shave too soon, you're gonna get those razor bumps. So there's like a point in time where you get prickly, your hair starts growing out quite a bit, you start getting them shadows and things, and you have to wait to your next treatment. When you use Kenzzi, you are doing your treatment every single week, once a week. The process of doing your treatment calls for a fresh shave. So you exfoliate your legs, get all of that dead skin off, fresh shave, as close of a shave as you possibly can get, smooth skin, smooth everywhere, and then immediately you go into your treatment. By the end of your treatment, not only are you reducing the size of your follicle, you're lightening hyperpigmentation, you're reducing ingrown hair, you're also baby smooth right after. Girl, get you one of these. Get your friend, get your mama, get your Thea one of these. Y'all know we all need them, okay? Don't be shy. When I tell you everywhere, knuckles, toe knuckles, don't play. Also, quick note, when you want to do those little areas, instead of doing it like this, like just flip it like this. I'm telling you, don't think about it twice. Get you one of these. Check out my description box below. Or you can visit Kenzzi.com. That's KENZZI.com. And don't forget to use my code NGL50 for $50 off your own IPL system, girl. I promise you're going to love it. And you will see results within 2 to 3 weeks of using it. 1 treatment per week. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Definitely check them out. Use my link down below. Don't forget to use my code NGL50 for that $50 off, girl. Save your coin. Thank you so much to my homies over at Kenzzi for partnering with me on this video. Now, without further ado, let's get into the story time, girl. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was, moving as per usual, and it was myself, my stepsister, my stepdad, my mom, and we were moving to a new area, and me and my stepsister were going to be going to a new school. I start getting used to my schedule and all that, and very quickly, I start identifying the popular kids. There's one girl in particular who's the most popular in my grade. We're gonna name her Alicia. Now, Alicia was real pretty, girl. She was real pretty and she knew it. I wanted to be her friend. I just wanted to be her friend. I wanted to be cool like her. I wanted to be confident like her. Like, there was just something about her that, like, I was like, damn, like, I really want to be her friend. Well, the feeling wasn't mutual, bitch, because when I first got there, I don't know, just my presence, bitch, was like ruffling feathers, including hers. We end up going to one of my stepsister's cousins, like basketball games, okay? And it was at a whole different high school. So, we dressed out, try to look all cute because it's gonna be some other boys over there. So we go, it was a really fun night. It was like a championship game. So many people were there. See, like, the people that were meeting, they wave us over and we're making our way over. And as I'm walking in front of the people that like are sitting in the very front of the bleachers, I just feel somebody tug like at my jacket. I look over and I randomly see this kid that I go to school with, like at my high school. We're gonna name him Michael. He basically has the same schedule with me, so we would see each other a lot at school. Like, we were cool with each other. Like, we weren't homies, but like we were cool. So I look over and I was surprised. I'm like, oh, hey, Michael. And he was like, hey, like, what's up? What are you doing here? And I was like, what are you doing here? And I got nervous real fast because, like, if our parents saw me talking to a dude, it turns into a bigger issue, bitch, and I want no problems. So I was like, oh, wow, yeah, like, that's cool. My sister's cousin is playing. Like, it's kind of complicated. Y'all, he starts asking questions. He's like, who? Number so-and-so? Like, oh, is that your cousin? And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm like trying to answer him. All of a sudden, here comes Ariel. Oh, yeah, you see number so-and-so, number 15. Yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin. He lays eyes on her and immediately, like just hearts in his eyes immediately, okay, bitch? I look past Ariel. My parents are halfway up the bleachers, and I can feel that my mom is like, she keeps looking back, and she's like, what the fuck? And she's starting to like really look at who we're talking to. And like, again, I want no problems, so I grab Ariel, and I was like, hey, Michael, we're gonna go sit down. I was like, I just don't want to be in the way, so like, I'll see you at school. Okay, bye. And so I grab Ariel, and we go on, and like, you know, same old thing where she's like real giddy. She got the attention of this boy, and like, whatever. And so the rest of the game, like, she like kept looking over there. She tried to ask me a few questions about Michael, and I was just like, fast forward some time, I keep going to school, and as time goes on, finally, Alicia decides to sit with the peasants, bitch, and she decides to give me the time of day to have a little conversation, okay? So, you know, she starts with the basic shit. Where you coming from? Where'd you move from? All my business? Yeah, all that, okay? So basically, she's like interviewing me, and it was like one day during like some downtime in our English class, and she came and sat in front of me and started asking me all these questions, and then little by little, like, other girls like started sitting in the desks around us, and I was literally encircled around all of them at one point answering these fucking questions. It was the weirdest experience, okay? You know, they asked the golden question, like, do you have a crush on anybody? Do you like anybody? Da-da-da. And so I end up talking about this guy that I'm talking to. The minute that I give that answer, this girl just lights up. She's like, oh, yeah. Oh, you like Tony? Oh, that's great. Yeah, he's sweet. Okay, great. Well, after that, her whole demeanor changed, and all of a sudden, she's chummy, nice. She's inviting me to have lunch with her. She wants to, like, go to games together. Like, we have PE together. She wants to, like, hang out then. Like, just consistently from that point on, like, she's like my home skillet, okay? And I start being accepted into more friend groups, and all of a sudden, like, I'm finding my place, and I'm feeling acceptance, and like, I'm getting involved in the Mean Girls clique, bitch. And I was feeling great. I was so young and naive, bitch. So fast forward, like around New Year's comes around. Right around that time is when my mom starts talking to me about like, what do I want to do for my birthday? Because as most of y'all know, I am an Aquarius, baby. Now, I'm going to be 100% real with you, okay? My mom did offer to have like a sleepover with 3 other girls max. I very graciously declined because honestly, like, I just didn't want Ariel involved in any of my friendships, and I just felt like it was drama waiting to happen. I just ixnayed that idea. Hey, how about this? How about like I pick up one of your friends, we take you guys shopping together, maybe go see a movie, go have dinner, and then I drop her off, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And I was like, you know what? I like that idea. Okay, so now I'm facing the hard part, which is who am I gonna pick as my one friend that my mom's willing to pick up, take shopping, take to the movies, take to dinner, and take home, okay? Because that's a lot. That's a lot to ask from my mama, okay? I go to school with this on my mind, and I'm, like, trying to figure out who I'm going to pick. I have, like, you know, a group of close friends, and, like, it's really hard to just pick one, right? So I'm kind of, like, in my own head the whole day, and I remember Alicia coming to me during one of my classes. She was like, hey, are you okay? Like, what's up? Tell her all about it, like, this plan that my mom and I have, and I was like, you know, just one person, and, like, I'm just, like, really thinking about it. Like, well, you already know it should be me. I don't even know why you're questioning it. Like, just ask me. You were definitely going to be inviting me, right? Like, I was that one person, right? This is the most popular girl in my grade. Like, I'm barely turning 15. I'm young. I want to be cool as fuck. Of course, Alicia. Like, it wasn't even like a fucking question, bitch. Like, I was just kidding. I wasn't stressed out at all. Like, do you want to come shopping with me? And just like that, Alicia became the person that was going to come with me on my birthday extravaganza. So fast forward, my birthday comes around. I don't remember if it was my actual birthday or the weekend of my birthday, but anyways, bitch, it was my birthday. I get ready. I get all cute. I have like a special birthday outfit. And I remember my mom and I went out. We had breakfast, just me and her, beach, and then we hit up the bazaar. If you've never shopped at the bazaar, you're not living. Have them bags that be looking like real bags, but you know, aren't. Best believe I was getting my Juicy Couture sunglasses, bitch. We get some cute stuff, we pack it in the car, and then bam, we're headed over to Alicia's house. My mom had gotten her address from her mom and had set all this up and shit. So turns out Alicia lived hella fucking far. Fast forward, we end up at this apartment complex and we just see Alicia standing in the middle of the road and she's like flagging us down, and I like immediately get so nervous and so anxious. Like, I just want to make a good impression. I want everything to go perfect. I want Alicia to think that I'm cool. Like, I just, like every teenage girl's perfect dream of a birthday. And I decided to sit in the back seat because I didn't want Alicia to be back there by herself. I felt like that was kind of weird. So my mom was definitely chauffeuring it. Yeah. Why? The girls that are like the meanest in school, that just be talking the hellaest of shit and like just don't like nobody and just has the biggest of attitudes. Girl, why are they the sweetest pumpkin pies when it comes to your parents? This girl climbed in. Hi, Miss So-and-so. Oh my God, I've heard so much about you. How has your day been? Have you guys been having fun? Fucking Oscar goes too, bitch. What the hell? We go to the mall. My mom ends up going out by herself for a little bit. She lets me and Alicia just walk around the mall by ourselves, acting grown, okay? I get a text from my mom and she's like, hey, come meet me out at the car now. Like, we have an appointment to be at. So I tell Alicia, I'm like, hey, like, let's head out. We start heading out of the store and I text my mom and I'm like, what appointment? 2 words, you'll see. I don't know what it was, but when we were kids, she just didn't like answering questions for us. Like, where are we going? What are we gonna eat? What are you cooking? Whatever. Everything, you'll see. Mom, where are we going? You'll see. Where we gonna eat? You'll see. Always, you'll see, you'll see, you'll see. I'm just hoping that it's great and I hope it makes me look like the coolest person on planet Earth. I fucking hop in that car. I'm giddy. I'm like, oh Mom, where are we going? She was like, you'll see, you'll see. And I'm so fucking excited. So me and Alicia are looking at each other. I'm like, oh my God, like it's gonna be so great. Like, just watch. Like, my mom knows how to plan shit. It's about to be on and popping, girl. Like 10 minutes passes and we park. And I'm like, ooh, where are we? And I look up. We're at a nail salon, bitch. My mom turns around. She's like, surprise! We're all getting pedis. We're gonna all get some pedicures together. Like, have a little girl time. Surprise! Like, I hope you're excited. Pedicures! You're lying. You're lying. Mom, you're lying. Tell me you're lying. Tell me you're lying. Tell me you're lying. Tell me you're lying. I loved me a good flare jean. Not full bell bottom, bitch. A nice flare. And I had some cute flare jeans on, made my booty look right. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, when I know I'm about to be wearing jeans, leggings, or anything of the sort that it covers my legs for a longer extended period of time, best believe, bitch, the last thing on my mind is to shave. Can I remind you that my birthday's in February? Prime hibernation season, bitch. It ain't gonna be that bad. It ain't gonna be that bad. And like, I knew in this moment, I knew for a fact a razor had not touched these legs of mine in at least a month. At least. I don't want to come off ungrateful. Number 1. Number 2, Alicia is hella excited, okay? Old girl loves getting some pedicures. And apparently this was a surprise for her too. And she is just so giddy, up and down, just jumping up and down. Yes! Like, let's go get our pedicures, girl. And I'm just like... The whole walk from the car to the door of the nail salon is like the last walk of a person going into the execution chamber, bitch. That's how I felt. That is how I felt. Call me dramatic. We walk in. There's a good amount of people in there. And my mom, starts talking to the lady. And in my head, I was like, you know what? It ain't gonna be that bad. It's just not gonna be that bad. Yeah, it might be like a little prickly, a little hairy. You're definitely gonna see like, a little hairiness. We are told, go ahead and pick your nail color. So we start browsing the walls, and as I'm looking at the colors, I start kind of calming down, and I basically kind of go into this mentality of, it is what it is, bitch. Alicia picks out her color, I pick out mine, my mom picks out hers, and we're ready. They set up our pedicure chairs all next to each other in a row. I'm in the middle, my mom's on my right, and Alicia's on my left. We all sit down, I'm super excited. They start, putting like the little additives in the water, little Epsom salt, make it look pretty. I'm talking to Alicia. She bends down. She grabs her pants. She starts rolling up her legs. I grab my pant leg, pull it up. Grab my other pant leg, pull it up. I'm in the midst of this conversation. I don't see nothing. I don't think about nothing. I'm just, yeah, girl, like, that's what I was saying. Like, did you hear about that other day? In 2.5 seconds flat, this girl's eyes diverts from my eyes to my legs. Oh my God, Nikki. What are you talking about? And I'm like so confused. All of a sudden, I hear my mom. Nikki, I know you did not. Girl. What? What are y'all talking about? Nikki, your legs. They're so hairy. Like, did you forget to shave? Bitch, no. Bitch, no. Bitch, no. Bitch, no. Okay, so it was definitely a lot worse than I had imagined, okay? Also because, like, it's winter. And my legs haven't seen the light of day in months, bitch. So they're hella pale. Ain't not a bronze in sight. I look like motherfucking Chewbacca in that bitch. Put trenzas all down the front of that bitch. You could whole ass make baby hairs all down that bitch. I cannot put into palabras how bad it was. It was so bad. It was so bad. By this point, there's nothing I can do. The lady that's about to do my pedicure is already sitting there and like she has my feet in her hands and the pedicure has already begun. Even the lady that's working on my feet is looking dead at my legs and she's like, oh, what's wrong? And I already know I was the talk of the fucking shop that day because bitch, it was cousin it all in that bitch. I look over at my mom mortified and she's looking at me like, and like I lean over and I'm like, Mom, why didn't you tell me? And she was like, why aren't you shaving? So like I'm looking at her like, you should have looked out for me. And she was like, you should be taking care of your shit. It was definitely the worst 30 minutes of my life. After that, the night went back to normal. It was just like a ha-ha moment. We ended up doing dinner, movie, you know, doing the rest of our plans. And then my mom dropped Alicia off at home later on that night. And overall, it was a success. Like I went home happy. The first thing that I did when I got home was get in the shower and hair, okay, everything. Once I did all that, my pedicure was looking bomb. Like, it was looking cute. I was like, wow, okay, like, you know, not a total loss, like, cute. Everything in the world is right for now. I'm headed to gym class. I go into the locker room. I'm one of the first people in there. I start changing out. One of my friends comes up to me, and she starts whispering, and she's like, girl, hey, you doing okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. She was like, come in, like, let me talk to you. And I was like, okay. So I finished getting dressed. I follow her to like where the stalls are. And she takes me in there all the way in the corner. She was like, bitch, how are you so calm right now? What do you mean? Oh my God. You haven't seen the picture? She pulls out her razor phone. She flips that bitch open. And she shows me a photo. Is that a picture of my legs in a pedicure chair? It wasn't just one photo. It was like 3. And one of them was like my whole body, my face. Like I couldn't even deny that it was me. And the other 2 were like close-ups of my legs. This is gym class. Guess who I have in gym class? So I'm listening to my friend. She's telling me like, oh, you know, that's what fucked up of her. But don't worry. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, everybody has hair. Like, she's like trying to make me feel better. Like, everybody has hair, everybody's hairy, you know, like, you should see my legs when I don't shave, like, you know, stuff like that, trying to be, you know, my girl, and I can't even, I'm embarrassed. I am so embarrassed, y'all. All of a sudden, some of the boys start coming out, and, like, they start making it evident that they've seen it, and they're like, and, like, they have seen the photo, and I'm like, finally, right in the nick of time, all of a sudden, Alicia walks out of those damn doors into this fucking gym. Not a care in the world, just flipping her hair, takes her seat, and she's like, okay. Our gym coach, you know, starts getting us to stretch. We got to do it for, you know, however many minutes. And then he has us start doing laps, okay? Now, we have like X amount of laps to do, whether we walk or run. This day was different though, because typically we all walk together, Alicia included. But on this day, she decided to take off with like 2 or 3 other girls, and like they just kind of like went off on their own group. And this bitch is speed walking, bitch. It was like the fastest I had ever seen her go in gym class. Okay. My friends start talking to me, Nikki, no, like, it's not worth it. Like, don't, like, everybody's going to forget about it anyway. Like, it's okay. Like, please don't. Because, like, y'all, they were real quick to suspend at this school, especially for fighting. I'm not listening. I put my shit up in a chongo. I start passing boys up left and right. They're like, damn. and I only have one target in mind. And I stopped just in time. And literally I'm like going like this. My chest is touching her back and she turns around. She's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I still have my momentum where I'm not fully stopped. So she starts like backing up and I'm like, what the fuck? How about you tell me what the fuck, Alicia? How about you start fucking talking and telling me what the fuck? We end up like, there's like this back hallway to the gym. And like we end up in that hallway. I can hear my gym coach, girls, break it up. Let's go. She's all the way on the other side of the gym, bitch. So I have like 30 good seconds to really get my point across, right? Look, listen, I understand how it looks, but like you should know me better than that. Like you're my girl. I would never do that. Bitch, you must think I'm dumb. I was like, it's literally came from your phone. Like, it was literally you who took the picture. It could have been nobody else. It was nobody else, Alicia. It would be impossible for it to be anybody else. What are you talking about? And then she hits me with this. Nikki, I put it on my grandma's life. It was not me, girl. It was my little brother. He was all up in my phone and he saw it. He thought it was funny. She was like, look, I know that I was wrong for taking the pictures. I just thought it was funny in the moment. Like, it really wasn't, like, I wasn't coming from a bad place. But then my brother saw them and he thought it was fucking funny. Alicia had a little brother that was a year younger than us. So he did go to our school. And she was like, you can ask him. Like, he already said he would talk to you because I knew you were going to be mad at me and I knew you were going to think it was me, but it wasn't me. Like, no. By this time, like, our coach is walking him. She's like, what is going on? Like, do I need to send y'all to the office? And I was like, immediately, I was like, no. I know it was you. You could tell me it was your brother all day long. I know it was you. I ain't about to get in trouble for your ass and get suspended. But best believe, you already know. Fast forward a few weeks, and me and Alicia still aren't on good terms. Like, she was never my homegirl like that. We try to remain cordial, but like, I just did not mess with her like that. Everybody had kind of a bad taste in their mouth after that because they were like, damn, how could she do that? And I was like, you can't trust that bitch. You just can't trust that bitch. You can't have an off day around her. Like, it just, no. So she and I start beefing, right? Fast forward like a few weeks, and she ends up getting a man. Guess who her man is? None other than Michael. Remember Michael? From the basketball game? Yeah, bitch, him. Now they're together. They're all booed up. I see them during lunch hour, passing periods, just eating each other's face off. And like, she is just flaunting her relationship all around the school. And everything's so perfect. And like, oh my God, they're just the cutest couple. Like, wearing matching outfits and shit. Like, as the year went on, Michael would get onto our bus. He had friends that lived in our apartment complex. And so after school, especially on like Thursdays and Fridays, he would be on our bus. And he would be like walking around our neighborhood, going to his friend's house, right? One day came around. I'm on the bus. I'm chilling with my homegirls. We get off the bus. Michael and his homeboys get off the bus. We're like walking separately. We get to my apartment complex right off the corner, and my stepsister Ariel is standing there. She's waiting for me. We kind of like chit chat there for a little bit, me, her, my homegirls, and we're just like chilling. Out of nowhere, this group of guys start crossing the street, and they're guys that go to my school. Like, I know them. They're not strangers. One of which is Michael. We end up like putting our backpacks on the ground. We're like sitting on our backpacks, just chilling, right? Ariel sits down next to me. I don't remember exactly how she says it, but she starts asking me about Michael. Who is he? What grade is he in? Do I know him? Is he nice? Typically, I'd be shutting this shit down right away. Don't even try it. What you see? Okay. That took precedence in this moment. Not even 2 minutes later, these two are talking. Before I know it, Ariel has his phone in her hand, bitch. And he was the next one that she was texting all day, all night, little fling. And I knew about it the whole time. And he was still dating Alicia. It definitely came out, but more towards the end of the year. And I know you guys want that juicy story time, which I will tell you guys next time. That is my story about being bullied, about my hairy ass legs. But not only that, bitch, having pictures of my hairy ass legs all over my school. Dudes made fun of me about that forever. Like, I never lived it down. It was super embarrassing. So that is my story. So if there's anything that I can share for you guys to not go through what I went through, I will. So that's why I wanted to tell you guys about Kenzzi. Don't forget to check them out. Again, in my description box, visit them at kenzzi.com, KENZZI.com. Don't forget to use my code, girl, to save $50 off your own IPO system. Like I said, best investment for you or family. This will be a great gift idea as well. Just saying. Thank you guys so much for joining me for story time today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love y'all so much, and I will see your fine ass in my next video. Peace out, y'all.